Hi, this is Maria. Welcome to my craft room. Today we're going to make a fun birthday card using circle sayings and the bright and beautiful 6x6 pack of paper. Let's get started. Alright, so this is a photopolymer set. So that means they're the clear stamps, so you can see exactly right through your block, see where you're stamping. So these are very handy. And the 6-pack of paper is bright and beautiful. Such a pretty paper. And we're going to use 2 of those 6x6s. Now you can choose whichever side you want. I'm going to use the combination of these 2. So let's go ahead and get started. I've already cut my card base. This is 8.5 by 11 cut in half, scored in half to give me my basic 4.25 by 5.5 standard A2 card size. Alright, I'm going to put that aside for a second, and I'm going to cut my 6x6s down to size. So let's get our cutting done. I want this one to be in the background, so it is going to be 4.25 by 5.5. Just line it right up, and we have an extra little piece, 5.5. These 6x6s are very handy because you end up with perfect little strips for use somewhere else. Now this one I've cut specifically to cover the whole card base. Okay, so that was 4.25 by 5.5. The next piece is going to be, these colors coordinate. This is Berry Burst, mostly. Berry Burst and probably Bubble Bath. Alright, so the second piece we're going to cut at 4 by 5.25. And remember, if you want it this way, figure out which way you want your lines to go. So I want it to go this way. So my 4 will be here. I want 5.25 this way, because I want that side to be longer. And there's another handy little beautiful piece by 4. We're going to be using a bunch of paper punches too. I love to use paper punches. Alright, so that's our basic cutting done. So we've got that as our base, and then this will go in the front. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use, let's see, Stampin' Seal to get the first piece down, and then I'll show you the magic with this card. Alright, so let's get you started. Remember to hold this upright. It goes down a whole lot easier. And this stuff is super strong, so when you put this down, it's going to stay down. Alright, and I'm going to have this card open this way, so just keep that in mind. Line up my corners and put it down. Beautiful. That's going to make a beautiful background. And then this one, before I put this down, I'm going to do some magic with some circles. I'm going to use a 2 3/8 punch, a 1 3/4 punch, while supplies last. Some of these are outgoing. This one is in the current catalog. This one is while supplies last. And I'm going to use, unfortunately, 1 3/4, which is already retired. Whoops, it doesn't have a number. It's already retired. But if you don't have punches, no worry. Use your layering circles. If you don't have layering circles, try the stylish shapes. This one is still current in the catalog, and it's got a bunch of different sizes of circles. You get squares, you get labels. This is a great set to get if you don't have punches. Okay? Alright, so let's get back to what I'm doing. Alright, so what I'm going to do, actually what I'm doing is casing. I'm doing a little Maria version of this card here. So if you have a catalog, look at page 57. This is similar to what I'm going to do. Alright, that's the inspiration. So I'm going to grab this layer and I'm going to punch some circles out of it so that we can see this pretty pattern behind. So I'm going to do roughly, whoops, I need the biggest one first because I am kind of copycatting an existing card. So I'm gonna do this, and I can use these punches, the punched out circles on a different project. We're not gonna waste anything here. All right, let's grab that. And we're gonna use, let's see, that was 161354. We're gonna use the middle punch, which is the 1 3/4, right around here. We're just eyeballing, rough positioning here. And the other one is, this one is expired 1 1/4, and this one will go down here. I just like the size of the circles. It looks cute, and look at that, you get to see the pretty paper behind it. Very cool. So let's put these out of the way. All right, so that's the general idea. Let's go ahead and put this down with dimensionals, and we'll proceed after that. So let's flip this over. I want this to be stuck up a little bit off the card. That's why we're using the dimensionals. So fun. I love this paper. It's very colorful, so many applications, and I'm gonna just get a lot of use out of this. Yes, I know I'm using a lot of dimensionals, but I want this to pop up quite a bit, and because we've got all these circles, the punched out areas, I want it to make sure that these are going to stand up properly and not just cave with the paper. All right, whoop, missed one. Okay, got a little trash can right here on my desk. Trash can, I mean a Kleenex box. That's my little trash can on my desk. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and put this down right on top so we can still see the pretty paper behind, and we've got some dimension, and we've got the pretty circle cutouts. Isn't that great? And we've got more extra circles to use somewhere else. Okay, let's put that out of the way for a second. Okay, so now, let's figure out which sentiments I'm going to use. I think we should use a cupcake and a happy birthday, and on the inside we'll use because you're awesome. And I like, here's a little tip. I like to, when I first get punches, I make little templates out of the punch itself, so that I know what they're gonna look like, because I like to use visuals so I know what's gonna layer together. Okay, and also what's gonna layer nicely this way, so I know which sentiment is going to fit, I know which circle is going to fit within another circle, and I also know which sentiment is going to fit inside the punch. Okay, so we're going to put happy birthday inside of the 1 1/4 punch, and we're going to put the cupcake into the 1 3/4. So let me show you what I'm talking about. And put my toys away here. So I do this every time I get new punches. I just punch them out and I keep a little stack of cutouts. All right, so we're going to use a scratch piece of basic white to get these out. So I'm going to need, let's punch first and then we'll just make sure we get things right. All right, so let's move this out of the way. Let's go ahead and grab one of those and one of those. We need a cupcake and happy birthday, and then we'll punch them out with the circle punches. All right, I'm gonna use Berry Burst because that is what matches this. Beautiful. Very pretty, very pretty. Oh, and we'll stamp this on the inside, so we'll bring that back up in just a minute. All right, so let's see if I am right about this fitting. This is the 1 3/4, and it barely fits, but it does fit. We're gonna make it fit. Happy birthday. And then the other one is 1 3/4. Very cute. All right, now we're gonna have very cute stuff right there. All right, let's keep going. I think we should decorate this pumpkin a little bit. Pumpkin, I keep saying pumpkin. It is a cupcake. I'm gonna get some Wink of Stella. And let's come a little closer, because Wink of Stella will run this ink, but it'll make it look so pretty. So we'll get some sparkle and some color at the same time. I'm actually touching the edges to get some of this to run just a tiny bit. Beautiful. I wish I could say this was my trick. It is not. I watch other Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, and this trick I got from Poodles. She's in the UK. I'm in Texas. But I've been watching her for years, and she does this all the time. And I just love the effect, so I'm using her trick. Now, it might not be hers. She might have got it from somewhere else, but that's where I got it from. So you see the sparkle, and you get just a little bit of that color. So pretty. All right. That's Wink of Stella, and I think we'll leave the cupcake the way it is, the actual body of the cake. And we're gonna put this down. I think we should put this up on dimensionals too. What do we think? Do we want it? Yes, I think we do want it on dimensionals. We'll put 2 on this one. And then we'll put him down. Kind of off center. Not perfect. And then happy birthday. We're gonna put that one right over here. Again, not centered, just off in his own little world. That is so pretty. This one we're gonna leave as it is so we can see that pretty paper in the background. I'm gonna add iridescent rhinestones for a little bling on the front. Let's see. Let's get one of these big ones right here. A mid-sized one, and a little bitty. And we'll do another one over here, and another one over here. Very pretty, very shiny. And then on the inside, we're gonna do this last sentiment, because you are awesome. Because you are awesome. Let's see, we're going to use the same ink. I'm going all over the place here. Because you are awesome. Right on the inside. Beautiful. And there is our beautiful happy birthday. How cool is that? I hope you like my videos. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and click that notification bell so that you are notified when I post a new video. Thanks for watching.